everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelle and today we are talking about the OpenRock E open ear air conduction earphones. So I am not where I usually shoot my vlogs. I am traveling and this is my hotel room. And so I didn't bring the OpenRock E box, but I will show you the unboxing on the screen while I read to you the specs. So the OpenRock E air conduction earphones retails for $49.99 US. It has a 10mm dynamic driver for sound, and each earbud weighs only 4 grams for a total of 42 grams with the case. It's rated at a 7-hour battery life per earbud and can go up to 28 hours with the charging case. It is IPX4 water resistant, which means it's splash resistant and sweat resistant. It has Bluetooth 6.0 connection and a low latency game mode, which I will talk about later in detail. It also has fast charging, so if you put your earbuds back in the case for 10 minutes, you get an hour of playtime afterwards. Lastly, it has AI noise cancellation to make your voice crisp for those phone calls. So I've had opportunity to use the OpenRock E earbuds across many different things across my lifestyle. I ran with them, I did phone calls for work with them, I listened to music with them, and the biggest thing about the OpenRock E is how small and not really obtrusive the earbuds are. So I'm gonna open and take out one. This is the right earbud. And it just hooks there on this part of the ear. Unlike a lot of the other OpenRock earbuds that I've tried before where it hooks over the ear, this one just hangs on the earlobe. But it's quite light and it doesn't really cling that strongly. It's more of a gentle caress than a pinch, which makes it really, really comfortable to wear. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wear these for the rest of this vlog so you guys can understand some of the things that I'm going to talk about. OpenRock sent me these and I was really happy to try them out because I have been looking at a lot of similar products when it comes to true wireless sound and small earbuds that don't really hook over my ears, because when I do run, I wear sunglasses, I wear a headband, and with open ear designs that hook over the ears, sometimes the sunglasses and the earbud don't really mesh well together. With this design, it just hooks on the bottom of the ear, and that isn't really where anything else goes except for maybe earrings. But you can see here, my earrings don't really hit the OpenRock E. Now, obviously somebody who has like piercings above or maybe in this area might have a bit of an issue. But for me so far, because I only have the single piercing, this works really well. And because I chose the white version, it looks a little bit more like jewelry rather than athletic gear. Let's talk about using it during runs. Now, because of its open ear design, I can still hear ambient noise, and that makes it really safe, especially when you're running on open roads. So I used it for like a 3-hour or almost a 4-hour run towards the late day of a Saturday. So obviously a lot of cars are on the road at that time of day, and it was going into nighttime as well. So that was another thing that if you don't have a lot of situational awareness because your ears are blocked off by an earbud that's in the ear canal, that's a safety issue.
Off to run my 20 km, 1K. 5K! Ready? 15! Grabe na ako. Just past 17 kilometers. 20! Back inside BGC. Last 7. Lim naman. 28.
With the open ear design, I was able to hear all the ambient noise. I was able to watch out for oncoming vehicles, other pedestrians, cyclists, and all of those things. So I stayed safe even while listening to music on my run. Wow. I'm so impressed by the battery life on these things because I actually haven't really pressure tested any of my other earphones in terms of how long they will last while playing music. These didn't fail on that 3-hour, 4-hour run. They lasted throughout. And when I put them back in the charge case, I think they were still like 50% full or 40%, which kind of works to expectations because they're supposed to last 7 hours outside the charging case. The one limiter to how long these can be used to play music and stuff like that is the battery life on the device that it's connected to. Let's say, for instance, this Garmin is where I was playing the music from. When I play music from my Garmin into a Bluetooth accessory, it impacts the Garmin's battery life a lot. So I think this might have run out of battery before these earbuds would. The good thing about these earbuds is that if you take them out of the case and you don't connect them to anything, after a while they power off. They just did. And I think that was probably 5 minutes after I put them in my ears but didn't connect them to anything. So that's great for power conservation. And then to turn them back on, you can just long press the fatter side of the earphone because there are contact points that you can press to do so. And there, it just powered on with that long press. And then I also used it for phone calls, mostly online calls. So I connected this to my laptop. I also connected this to my phone. And my voice came out really well to the other person that I was speaking with. I didn't have any connection-disconnection issues, which was one of my problems with other Bluetooth earphones I've tried, where after a while, like after several uses, they didn't really want to stay connected to the device while I was on a call, and I'd had to plug in my wired earphones just so I could continue with the call. I haven't had that problem with the OpenRock E, especially since I would like not to be tied down to my laptop while I'm on a call. Like, I'd like to get up and grab a quick drink while still listening to the call and not have to yank the wired earphones out of my ear or something. I can still hear what's going on. On this trip, I was coordinating a shoot between the athletes and some content managers. And I was in the middle of a workout when I had to do that. I was listening to music while on the workout, and I just, I switched the music off, and then I went into a call with the athlete, asking them to meet the content team. And yeah, it was really nice to be able to do that without having to put the phone to my ear.
And ask if you can stay on. Content crew is going to go there and they're going to try to capture you. Thanks so much.
These actually work better in quieter environments if you're on a call because, okay, so it does have the AI noise cancellation thing so that your voice comes out really clear to the person you're speaking with. But for you, listening to the other person, because of the open ear design, when there is too much ambient noise, it's really hard to zone in and listen to that person on the other side of the line. If you are taking work calls in a noisy cafe, this might not really be for you. So that's why for those sorts of things, I still do try to find a quiet nook to myself. On the road, definitely you can still take calls and all of that, listen to music, and it's not really an issue. It's really the small, the enclosed spaces with a lot of noise that you will have a problem listening to anything with the OpenRock E. Overall, I really like the sound of the OpenRock E because it's really full. Probably not as full as maybe like full-on cans where you can hear the bass, but it's good enough that you can still enjoy your music while you're doing other things, and still listening out, keeping an ear out for other ambient noise happening around you. There are touch controls on these earbuds, which you can turn off in the OpenRock app. The problem is that then you won't have any other way to control these earbuds except with the device that you're connected to. So still some fiddling around and grabbing your phone or grabbing your watch or messing around with the laptop versus just touching the parts of the earbud on your ear. And the reason I say that you can turn it off is that sometimes when you are listening to music and you move a certain way, it can actually affect the controls. I was watching things on my phone while in bed with the earbuds on, with the OpenRock E earbuds on. And I turned to one side with the pillow here, and that was enough to press the active area on the earbud and decrease the volume on this left side. Then I turned my head to the right side and that increased the volume on the earbuds. There's a bit of fiddliness when it comes to those touch controls. Also, if the earbud kind of moves or if your ears are pressed in close to your head rather than being a little bit more open, then yeah, even moving your face, which presses the earbud into the side of your head, can affect those controls. One thing I really liked about the OpenRock E is the game mode that it has. So you use the phone app to turn game mode on. And what this does is it reduces the delay between the sound in your ear and what's happening on the screen of the device that your earbuds are connected to. I'm not a gamer actually, but this came in so handy when I was trying to edit some video on my phone, and if game mode was turned off, then the sound in my ear and the video on the phone wasn't syncing up. When I turned game mode on, then the sound and the video synced up much better, which allowed me to edit more accurately. So yes, if you're trying to do anything with video and audio combined, it's always much better to turn game mode on the OpenRock E's. As you can tell, I've had them in this entire time I've been doing this review, and they are not uncomfortable at all. I am really super happy with the OpenRock E. These are now my new favorite earphone. And yeah, I'm happy I took them with me on this trip. They've saved me a bunch of times when I've had to take calls or do editing while I'm in a room with other people and you don't want things playing sound up on your device. You want to play them in your ear instead. It was perfect. So the OpenRock E Open Ear Air Earbuds retails for $49.99 US. That's convertible to whatever currency you're in whatever country you're in. I do have something for you. Get 15% off on the OpenRock E by using my promo code Noel. In summary, the OpenRock E fits great with my lifestyle where I'm an active person. I do outdoor stuff. I do gym stuff, and I also take work calls. I work hybrid, so I don't really work in an office as much as like in random places, like in a hotel room or in a cafe and that sort of thing. And yeah, the OpenRock E is super diverse. You might want to go somewhere else if you're a true audiophile, but for most intents and purposes, the OpenRock E's audio quality, mic quality will serve you so well. Get 15% off on the OpenRock E by using my promo code Noel. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you again next time. Bye!